Once again, I don't do back and forth, so introduce yourself, what's going on, and get the word out.
Okay, my name is Bill Gallagher. I work with the National Nurses United. I'm in Chicago right now because we're preparing for 2,000 nurses plus from across the United States and around the world to join us here in Chicago to protest the G8. As we all know, the G8 decided to leave and go chicken out and run to Camp David. We're still going to have our protest against the G8, calling for a Robin Hood tax worldwide. What's a Robin Hood tax? It's what the G8 should be talking about, but they're not. It's a tax on finance, Wall Street in this country and the Wall Streets around the world. A very tiny tax, 0.5% on stock trades, derivatives, credit default swaps, all the instruments that these financial markets use to make billions and trillions of dollars off of us. We're saying give a little of that back to fund human need in education, healthcare, housing, retirement, basic dignity that people need. That 0.5 penny on every dollar of finance, again, not including ATM charges, nothing like that, nothing that's going to affect the average everyday person, but when added up, that 0.5 penny on every dollar could raise, according to our estimates, about $350 billion each year, just here in the United States. Now that's enough in a place like Chicago to raise $4 billion. What could that $4 billion do? Well, it certainly could hire some more teachers. It could rebuild crumbling schools. It could actually fund a universal health care, a single-payer system to make sure that nobody is out there sick when they don't need to, where people aren't having to use emergency rooms as a last resort because they don't have a doctor. These are the kind of things that a Robin Hood tax, also known as a financial transaction tax, could fund. We think it's pretty simple, it's long overdue, and while the G8 is meeting, we're going to be here in Chicago calling on them to not run and hide, not rearrange the deck chairs in the Titanic by having the same conversations, but actually talk about imposing a Robin Hood tax globally to fund human need. Now, as part of our dramatization of that, we're actually going to bring Camp David to Chicago. We're talking the whole forest, the meeting place, and we're going to do some fun theater to sort of describe what we imagine is actually going on in these meetings of these world leaders, and use that again as an opportunity to say, here's what you really should be talking about. That's why the nurses are coming from around the world and across the country to Chicago. That's why we're here in solidarity with groups like Occupy Chicago, supporting all of the actions that are going on in May, because it's time for change, real change, and we want to be a big part of it.
And if people want to get in touch with you, what's the website and the contact information?
www.nationalnursesunited.org.
All right, thank you so very much.
Thank you.